What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about, do you actually need to go to drama school? That is the question. So I was working as an actor for 15 years when I first started. And during that time, my rhythm as an actor was pretty much this. Every 3 or 4 months, I would go out on 2 or 3 auditions, pretty much without fail. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes none. But pretty much for 15 years, I went out on 2 or 3 auditions every quarter. And then something happened and everything changed. And after that change, in 7 months, I went out on more auditions than I did in the 15 years I was working as a professional actor prior. And that one thing was drama school. But here's the thing, which nobody tells you. Drama school is not for everybody. In 1996, I was working on this show called Homicide: Life on the Street. Great show, great show. And Yaphet Kotto, the late great Andre Bauer, rest his soul. And after I booked that show, I was like, yo, I am going to go to New York and to see if I can get my big break. And so that's what I did. Me and a friend of mine that I went to middle school with, we went up to New York to see if we can get our big break. And we did everything right. We got the right headshots. Back then they were black and white. I'm telling my age a little bit. But we did that. We were doing pounding the pavement. We were doing open calls. We were doing EPAs. Everything you can think of. We were on a straight hustle. And still we were getting the same results. Every quarter, 2 or 3 auditions. And then I started to go to Broadway, off-Broadway, regional theater. I just wanted to be in the spaces where people were doing what I love to do. And so I would go to every single show I could think of just to immerse myself in the world. And then I really started to pay attention to the program, and I noticed that everybody in these shows had some training. Now, some of them was conservatories, but some of them were other kind of drama schools that weren't as long, but everybody was getting some training. And so the straw for me was this, though. I did a lot of background work back then, a whole lot. Actually, I was making a living doing background work and security, and that was kind of my hustle for several years. And I was working on this show called Law and Order SVU. And I was standing in for this guy named Ludacris. You may have heard of him. Rapper, Fast and Furious, Area Codes, that cat. And so I was standing in for him. And if you don't know what standing in is, it's this. The actor is standing in for the crew so that they can set up the lights and the sound and all of the technical elements of the production, so that when the actual actor who's playing the role comes in, they already have the shot set up and they can just go ahead and jump into the scene. And so that's what I was doing. And it just so happened that the person that he was playing opposite of didn't have a stand-in. And that person was Lisa Gay Hamilton, somebody who I had a lot of respect for and kind of loved her career. And so I was actually reading the scene with her. And what happens is they give you sides, which are the lines that you're going to be reading in the scene. And I was like off book. There was some emotional stakes, so I was ready for that. Like I was ready to actually do the scene. They could have actually booked me. And I read the scene with her. And after the scene was over, she came up and she was like, Sekou, right? I was like, yeah. She was like, really good job. I appreciate you being off book, being invested in the stakes. It just really helped me with kind of like making some choices. So I was like, cool, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Love your work, love what you're doing. And when that day was done, I looked her up online and I found out that she went to drama school too. And mind you, that wasn't a thing that was on my radar coming up from Baltimore. The story was, you sleep in your car, you go crash with somebody, you hustle, you become a waiter, you're a waitress, and you grind until you get your big break. Drama school wasn't even on my radar. But after that, I decided that I was going to try to audition and find out if I can actually make it in. And so that's my story, and that's for me. But that might not be for you. So today, I want to talk about 3 reasons you shouldn't go to drama school. And these are the 3. Number 1, you shouldn't go to drama school if you think it's going to make you a real actor. And some people actually think that. Drama school exposes where you are and where you aren't. It's immersive, it's intense, and it really challenges you to find out where you actually are as an artist. And so if you think you want to go because you want to be a real actor, it is not necessary. You can have a career and make a career without going to drama school. I know plenty. Number 2, if you just want to do TV, film, voiceovers, and on-camera acting, there are a lot of people who don't want to do theater. They don't want to do Broadway. They don't want to do regionals. And so if that's your story and you know for sure that that's not something you want to do, because sometimes people's minds change, then maybe you should not consider going to drama school. And then number 3, and this is just my personal opinion and something that I've noticed as I've navigated the business for 35 years. If you have a great personality and you know how to navigate the business and network and talk your way into and hustle your way into opportunities and open doors and auditions, then maybe drama school is not the thing for you. I know plenty of people who are like that, and they work well and they have great careers. So if that's your story, drama school might not be for you. Those are my 3. If drama school is something that you're thinking about, you're considering, click on the link in the description, check my drama school checklist, and see if that's something that you would consider doing after answering all my questions, because they will help you with making your decision. And if you're deciding to go to drama school and you want to take the next steps and need some support, some encouragement, some insight, my personal insight after 35 years in the business, I offer that to you. Click on the link in the description. Click on the Drama School Playbook. It's $9.99 at Amazon, and you'll be on your way. So that's what I got for you today. Make sure you like and subscribe. Please leave your thoughts in the comment. I would love to hear what you have to say. If it's anything that you want to talk about on this channel, let me know and I will get back to you. In the meantime, I'm out. Holla at your boy. Peace.